Shea, what'd you feel about that third quarter and the way that you all came out? Of course, defensively still with that same edge, but offensively able to find your spots, you and Dub.
Yeah, we haven't had the greatest of third quarters this playoff run so far. We want to make that an emphasis, like come out of halftime with a punch, with a little jolt, with some energy, and not ease into it. And we'll be better off towards the end of the game. We just made that emphasis, and we didn't panic. Obviously, with the struggles in the first half, we missed a bunch of layups as a group. We missed free throws, like the easy ones, and we knew that we stuck with it. They would eventually fall, and they did.
Shea, you've played a handful of series now as a first option. What have you sort of learned about how to process a game from quarter to quarter, how you value each quarter up until maybe the point it's time for you to close a game?
Yeah, it's always a chess match out there. Like, you go out there, you have a base coverage, you have something that you want to start with, then you see how the game goes, and then you just read and react and adjust from there. They make a move, you make a move. Like, it's back and forth, and it's going to be like that throughout the series. They're a really good team. They'll make adjustments. They'll get better for sure. We have to continue to get better as well.
As far as the back and forth, it seemed like early you were trying to set that line of like what sort of physicality could go, what couldn't, and the shots you would take with that. What sort of changed from half to half as far as the calls you felt like you got and what you wanted to shoot?
I don't know. I'm not too sure what you mean by that. I was just out there being aggressive, trying to get to my spots. Obviously, it wasn't falling like it usually does and like I would like it to, but it's part of the game. Nothing really changed in my mindset. I just try to continue to be aggressive, continue to trust my work, and it worked out for me in the second half.
Yeah, Shea, Mark was just in here talking about how a guy like Kenrich, who didn't play in last series, coming in, breathes life into the team. And not just him, Isaiah Joe. First off, do you agree with that assessment? And then what does that do for you guys on a night like where your shots aren't falling?
Yeah, absolutely. Every series is different, and every game in every series is different. Different matchups. You need different things for different opponents. So, like, our readiness as a group has been special, and we're going to need it the further we go. But those two guys were nothing short of who they've been all year. Like, guys who play one night, not play the next night, play 30 minutes a night after that. Like, they are always ready. They know what they bring to the team, and they go out there and do it at a high level. And then that's why they were ready for their moment tonight. But, yeah, we don't win this game without those two guys, and hats off to those two guys. And those two guys are who they've been all year, and that's tough to do through the ups and downs and the emotions of, like, playing and not playing. So, yeah, hats off to them, too, for sure.
Yeah, Shea, Mark was talking about how he thought it took you guys a little time to recalibrate with the different style of opponent. Did you feel that at all during the game, that you have to remind yourself, oh, this isn't Denver anymore?
It felt different from jump. More like pressure-oriented. It feels like a little more physical. But at the end of the night, it's basketball. They throw you a problem, and you have to solve it, whatever it looks like. And that's what it is every night, and that's what it was tonight. They had different coverages, different personnel out there, and we have to attack it and work together as a unit to solve the problems out there. And we did that tonight, especially in the second half.
Andrew Schlecht with The Athletic. Shay's kind of a follow-up to that question. Specifically, what did it feel like going from playing 7 games of a lot of zone defense, to playing against man defense in this game?
Yeah, usually in the NBA you see man. We're comfortable playing man, and the zone was a wrinkle, but it ultimately made us better for sure, and we can feel that. By the end of the series, we were attacking it way better. We knew what we were getting to. And the possession that they threw zone out there, we got to dunk like right away. Like, you could just feel us getting better at it, and that's what it's all about. That's what the first game of the season is about. That's what the first game of the playoffs is about. That's what the last game of the playoffs is about. Like, just continuing to get better through the experiences, and you'll look up and be where you want to be. And that's all we can control. Like, can't control what they throw at us. We can just control how we attack it and how we approach it. And that's what we did last series. And this series will look different, and we'll do the same thing.
Shay, you mentioned that this team didn't panic. You've been a leader of this team for a while now, but how would you describe what that process has been like of leading by example?
Yeah, it's just true to my personality. Not always the loudest guy in the room or say too much, but my energy and effort and what I put on the floor speaks louder than anything. And that's just how I try to not only go about the game, but go about life. Like, actions always mean louder than words, to me especially, so that's just how I go about it.
Shay, the defense kept you guys in the game
Correct.
early on before your offense could really find a hold. With the way you guys were forcing turnovers, do you think there's some correlation between them launching as many threes because maybe they didn't feel like they could bring it into the teeth of the defense, and is that kind of the strategy you guys had, was forcing them to kind of do things out of character?
Yeah, I have no clue what they were thinking. I don't know how to answer that one. We try to play to our identity on both ends of the floor, and then just read and react from there. I don't know. I can't answer that one for you. But yeah, we try to play to our identity defensively, and we did a good job of that. And the defense definitely gave us life early in the game and kept us in it for sure.
Shay, Game 7, Kaysen sets a career high in the playoffs for assists. Tonight, he's got 7, a new career high in assists off the bench. What are you seeing from him as a playmaker for you guys, and being able to facilitate for others?
Yeah, Queso played point guard in high school and college. You guys, you might forget that. This is his role in the NBA. But he's a really good basketball player. He knows how to play, he knows how to read the game. And we're seeing him grow as the games go on, and that'll continue for his whole career. He's a guy that soaks things up quickly, has a great feel out there on both ends of the floor, and the sky's the limit for Queso. I've said that before. He's a really good player.
Yeah,
Shay, you guys didn't play the two bigs together as much as you usually do. Went small a fair amount and still held them to 20 points in the paint. How were you able to keep them from doing any kind of real damage in the paint?
Yeah, Chet Holmgren, first and foremost. Really good rim protector. Hardenstein as well. But something that coach has done all year is just mix up lineups throughout the season. And I think it has us ready and prepared for moments like tonight, where the matchups are different than they were the past 7 games, and we're going to need a different lineup to adjust. And for us, it was seamless because we've done it all year, and that's something that he preaches. He doesn't want us to get too set in stone in our lineup because of nights like tonight and matchups like we've seen recently. And I think that's just part of our DNA now.
Oh, yeah, Shay. Anthony Edwards shot, I think, 5 of 12 through 3 quarters. He only shot 13 times tonight, 0-1 in the fourth quarter, did not score. From your perspective, was it just him just not being as aggressive in the fourth, or was it something that you guys were intentionally doing to stop him?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. Good player, though. He'll play better than he played tonight. It's a long series. We just got to be ready for whatever.
Shay, you guys took 21 threes tonight. Those are the fewest you've taken all season by 6. What are some of the things that led to that?
Just us playing basketball. I don't think we ever focus on what type of shots. As long as they're good ones, we try to let them rip. And I guess the threes, that we had less good threes tonight. But I don't know how to answer the question. We just go out there and play to our strengths, and whatever the night looks like, it looks like.
How big did you think Chet was to open that fourth quarter? And then what is kind of your bigger picture view on his season and how he's kind of had to, I guess, reintegrate back to a moving ship?
Yeah. Chet was great. When he's his best version of himself, we're the best version of ourselves as a unit. It's no surprise. He affects the game at such a high level. From the moment he was on this basketball team, our win column went up, and it's no surprise. He affects the game every night, every possession at an extremely high level. And I think it's gone under the radar a little bit how hard it is to be a guy and then sit out for a couple months and have to integrate yourself into a team has the best record in the NBA and not step on nobody's toes, but also still be yourself. That's a super hard position to be in, and the way he's handled that has been special. And I don't know if he gets enough credit for that. He's a special person and a special talent, and he's the reason why we are what we are today.